All right, guys, let's get to it. Why do women leave men once they hit rock bottom? Why will your woman leave you once you hit rock bottom? Well, let me tell you something. In the beginning, guys, women make all kind of promises. They come with this idea of, oh, we can build together. Maybe she might have her own stuff. Maybe she may be making a decent amount of money, and she feels like if she get with the right man, they can build together. Sort of this notion or idea of being a power couple. This idea is something that women feed into the most. They feed into this power couple, this fantasy. And I'm not gonna sit up here and say that there's no instances where women get with men and they build, they grow together, but more often than not, they don't. And even when they do, it always ends. It always crashes and burns. And that's because, guys, it's easy to build with somebody. Well, I ain't gonna say it's easy to build, but it's easier to build with somebody. Especially if you're the type of person that's a go-getter. And you have a lot of women out there that's go-getter. You have some women out there that's go-getters. And that's fine. The problem comes in is when your ass when you hit rock bottom. That's when the problem come in, because most women are not equipped mentally to start all over. They'll build with you and they'll go along, even if you ain't got nothing. Even if you start off just basically living at your mama's house, man, or sleeping on the couch, stuff like that, they will build with you. And that's a good idea in their brain. And if you ain't got nothing, man, hey, who am I to tell you not to go with that idea to get yourself up on your feet? Although I really don't recommend it. Find a way to get your own self up and don't depend on somebody else to try to help drag you up. That would be my advice for you. But a lot of times guys will use a woman to get back up on their feet, and the woman will buy into the idea of, yes, we can build together and things like that. But once you do the building and once y'all build together and things don't go right, you end up losing your home. Maybe you get sick. Maybe you lose your job. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, guys. And then you out on your ass and you expect her to be there with you. And most of the time, guys, that is not going to happen, because women mindset is not to start all over. And what ends up happening is, because most women don't like to take accountability for themselves, they're going to put all the blame on you. All the blame is going to go towards you. Maybe you made the wrong mistake. They told you should have did it a different way. You wasn't listening. You invested in something you shouldn't have invested in. You spent some money you shouldn't have spent. All kind of stuff. You should have been doing more. They're going to blame you because they is never going to take the accountability for things going wrong. As soon as they do go wrong, they're going to start looking for other options, period. They're going to start looking for a better option, because at that point, when you down on your luck and you ain't got nothing, then a below average guy going to look better than you. If you ain't got no roof over your head, hell, somebody with a ragged ass house and where you got to sleep on the floor going to look a whole lot better than trying to be with somebody who ain't, y'all got to go from pillar to post. It'll look a whole lot better. And 9 times out of 10, she going to feel like, man, I need to get back up on my feet with a better man. And that's what's going to end up happening, guys. And they're going to start seeing you as a weak man. No matter what they seen in you in the come up in building, while you was building, while everything was going right, everything was going in favor. And look, I'm not talking about things that go that while things are going right and everything is going good, you don't have little small mishaps. I'm talking about when the tornado comes, when the hurricane get there, and you can no longer withstand your own, and you just gotta basically scrap everything and start to come up again. That, guys, they will start to see you as a weak man. They will start to say, oh, his decision make, all your flaws will come out. But down deep inside, they don't really see what's the burning desire, the heart that you had to even come up with an idea, to even try to build yourself up. And because look, guys, women are attracted naturally to men that have goals and that are in the process of building something that's going somewhere. Like, send a shout out to the free crowd, free of heartache, heartbreak, and heart manipulation. Guys, if you part of the free crowd, I want you to stand up and give yourself a big pat on the back and a round of applause. But yeah, women are naturally attracted to men that has their own stuff and that are going somewhere, and they want to be a part of it. And they also they're physically attracted to men, but not as much as men are physically attracted to women. Women take on the other stuff like what is his potential? Can she envision him going a certain place and she being the first lady once he get there and once he build that empire? And so that's mostly what women are attracted to. And they're attracted to men that other women won't. Now, you can be a bomb and a lot of women want you. Guys, you're going to attract women. You attract those independent women. Those mainly the women that you're going to attract. Because they feel like, I got my own. He can help. But he would be eye candy for the circles that I want to be. Because remember, women are in competition with each other. Their biggest competition is other women. So yes, they would love to have some eye candy and that sort. And that mostly comes along with the independent mindset, independent women. But it always along the way, down the road, that wears on their asses. And then they start to realize that that's not the kind of man that they really want to go through life with. Because being independent, guys, is pressure. Being independent, playing the role of masculinity and being a man is pressure. And women not equipped for that sort of pressure. That's why God gave them a nurturing spirit in order to be domesticated and nurturing. Because think about it, man. If a woman carrying a child, can she be under stress? You got fucking 9 months to carry a child. Can a woman handle the stress of a man during a pregnancy term? So what? She got to go 0 to dark 30 during the pregnancy term? No. The reason why it's like that because women are not equipped to handle stress. They're not. They're not. They just not, guys. So when you hit rock bottom, most of the time, guys, you go through an emotional phase. You're looking at the losses, looking at your mistakes. You want to get down on yourself, and being with a woman during that time, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because women will listen to your emotional problems for a very little while. They will. And sometimes they'll be initially turned on by you allowing them to get inside. You allowing them to show that other part of you. But after a while, I'm telling you right now, they're going to get away from your ass. They're going to get away from your ass. And then they're going to start talking about you to their friends and to their family members. They're going to get away from your ass and start talking to you, to their family member, because they don't want to have to pull you out of no emotional place. Because women have too much emotional baggage themselves. That's how God made them. That's why when women get on jobs and it's a very intense job, it's a job that has a lot of responsibility. They will talk about their job 24 hours a day if you let them, because they got to drop all that emotional baggage on you, and that's what they want. They don't want you to fix the problem. They don't want to hear the answer. They just want to feel good about the problem. So as long as you make them feel good, even if their decision don't make no sense at all, they want you to drop all that baggage on them. So they don't have no interest in trying to pull you out of your emotions once you hit rock bottom. They don't want to they ain't got no interest in doing that. None whatsoever. Because women emotions, most of the time, like I said, they have a ton of emotions emotional problems themselves. And a lot of it is created by them. Hell, it could be a sunny day and no clouds in the sky, and women will come up with something that's emotional. Some kind of emotional problem. If they happy, when you see a woman happy, guess what? Look for the sadness to come. Look for the anger to come. She'll find a way. She'll find a way. If you get up and get some goddamn ice cream and don't bring her none back, guess what? She gonna start whining about that. You say, well, why you say you want some ice cream? Oh, you should have known. You should have known. You selfish. You say all that old crazy stuff, because women emotions go in a roller coaster, guys. In a roller coaster. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. And a lot of guys don't understand that. They think that when they sitting there with their woman, everything going good and they lovey-dovey and all that, guys, and then you whining because she angry or she complaining about something. Well, I don't put that on the woman. I put that on you, because you should know better. You already know that's gonna come. And the way you handle hitting rock bottom, guys, is most of the time you lose your confidence, because you think what you doing, what you did, you start taking the blame. You start thinking that, man, I could have did better. I should have did better. I'm not what I'm supposed to be in this industry or this field or this particular service, and you start to lose your confidence. And then maybe you might start to lose your confidence physically, mentally, and then that catapults you into a depression. And God forbid if you go into a depression, man. Oh, man, I'm telling you, ain't no one finna sit around and watch you go through no depression. No, man, because the first thing she gonna say is you're not being a man, and she's just gonna look at you like the weakest man in the world, like you can't protect her, you're nothing, you ain't gonna do. That's what she gonna start to look like. And like I say, guys, it's always a generality, and if ladies, if you watching and you wanted the all police, well, you're gonna have to decommission yourself when you come in here. You're gonna have to decommission yourself, because we don't want to hear that. But ain't no woman they're not gonna want to deal with you during no depression. That's why a lot of men commit suicide during a depression, especially after a divorce or a breakup. And that's because there's no outlet for men. There's no one that everybody expects that man to be strong. So with that being said, the woman you with expects you to be strong. That's just all there is to it. And with that depression, you start to want to give up on yourself. I mean, that's it. You feel like you can't do it again. You can't start all over. I don't want to have to rebuild. You don't think like, man, God took this away for a reason. If God gave me this, he can give me something else. If God, and that's the same thing with women. If God gave you that woman, he can give you another. That's better. If he took that business away, or he took whatever accomplishments that you made away, then guess what? He can give you some more accomplishment. Life don't stop. It keeps going. And last but not least, guys, reason she ain't gonna be with you when you hit rock bottom is because naturally women don't date down, they date up. If you ain't got no money, you better be super attractive. If you ain't super attractive, you better have money. Either or. Both. You can't be lacking on both of them, because it's gonna be difficult for you to get women. Period. But if vice versa, you go the same way with women too. Go the same way with women too. If you got a sweet personality, if you're not that cute of a woman, you better have a sweet personality. If you really beautiful, then guess what? You can get away with not having a good personality. And it's just as simple as that, guys. Just as simple as that. Women will not date down. They're going to date up. They're going to date up. And once you hit rock bottom, they're going to look at you as dating down. Period. Point blank. Once again, I'd like to send a shout out to the free crowd, free of heartache, heartbreak, heart manipulation. And guys, remember, stay ready. Until next time, peace.